So hey, what's up guys, Riotbox here and welcome back to our MotoGP 18 career mode. Now I don't need to apologise, it's been a massive amount of time since we've last played this, and we are here for episode number 40. We are already on the 40th episode already, 2 months down the line of MotoGP. So to bring us back up to speed, I think we'll take a look at the Riders' Championship. So if you can't remember, we are currently trying to chase down Marc Marquez, who's taken a late charge due to an update, a patch. So Dovi stopped winning all the time, and now our teammate Marc Marquez is now leading the way. So we are just marginally behind Dovi and then Marquez, and we haven't got long left in the championship to do it. We've had a bit of a poor end to the season so far. Ducati, I was at Ducati at the start of the season, as you know, and we were doing well. As you can see there, we sort of dipped the last few rounds, but we've picked it up again. Took a win out in the last round in Thailand, and Aragon got a podium, but Marquez, crucially, is pulling away. So we decided at Aragon to sign for Honda to see if we could get a bit more pace. I mean, Ducati had started to fall off the cliff, as you can see there. You can see by Dovi's results as well. Lorenzo started to fall off the cliff, and Honda now taking on. So we thought we'd go with that trend, hop on the Honda as well for the rest of the season. But we still got to decide. We've got, 4 rounds left, so that's 2 more episodes of the season. Then we've got to decide what we want to do next season, whether it would be stay with Honda or go to Yamaha. I mean, depending on how we get on with the Honda, we could stay at Honda. But I mean, it would be nice to go to Yamaha, do a full season at Yamaha, but let me know what you want me to do in the comments down below. So you can see over our career, I can't remember what season we're on now, but we've got 10 wins overall. A lot came this season, 24 podiums, 17 poles, and we've reached the maximum level for our rider. So it's all going well, you could say, but we still don't have any championships to our name. I think it says in the stats, championships, it say, yeah, 0 on everything, so we need to try and get a championship. We could have got a Moto2 championship, but I decided to jump ship over to MotoGP. I mean, we could have won it that year. A lot of you guys are disappointed, but I went with majority. So let's not waste any more time babbling on about the past. We've got 4 rounds left of the season. If Marquez fluffs one of them and we can take the wins, then it could be enough. But bearing in mind, I haven't played MotoGP in probably about a month, so we've got to get in and we've got to change some of these options. I can't remember, I was doing 2-3 lap races one night. We're qualifying 100% difficulty, so let's get into this. Right then, we're heading into the garage. We've got 4 races left of this season. Can we do it? It's not impossible, but it's very difficult and almost impossible, but it's not impossible, if that made any sense. So let's get out. This is the first session of qualifying. It's wet, which is not what we need. Jack Miller's going to be absolutely loving it. So let's get out on track then for our first set of laps. Now I'm going to say, I think I was probably due a break for MotoGP. I was starting to get really frustrated with the game and really demotivated. I mean, you guys probably noticed over the last few episodes that my riding got a little bit scruffy. So I'm back after being refreshed with some F1, and now we can try and get a good end to this season and hopefully head into the next season on either a Honda or a Yamaha bike. So here we go then, coming around the final few corners. We did go quickest in the second sector, but then we went half a second underneath of Jack Miller's time through the third sector. Very tough third sector for us, but trying to follow the Aprilia up through ahead of us. This is only our first lap, so we've got plenty of time to make up the pace, but it looks like we're already in P2. I imagine everyone's going to go a lot quicker, so I'm going to set another few laps in this first qualifying session to make sure we get through, and that we have the pace for Q2, of course. That's the main event for us, so let's carry on. Let's come around the final chicane then. We are about 1.5 seconds underneath of, well, what was Jack Miller's time, but Bautista's just massively improved upon that. So how's our new time going to compare? Oh, we're back into second place, so we're going to have to set another lap just to make sure we get through to Q2. So we've run a bit deep, and the current fastest lap time setter, Danny Pedrosa's right ahead of us, so we're going to go around the outside of him. We're going to go on a bit deep here. This is going to cost us a lot of time in our qualifying run right now. I wouldn't be surprised if we're down on our personal best. Indeed we are, by 1 second, so we're currently in 5th place. I mean, if we follow Danny Pedrosa around for another lap, we should be good, and should be able to get either pole position or 2nd place, enough to get through to Q2, but right now we're struggling on a Honda, but Danny Pedrosa isn't. So we're going to be picking up maybe a tiny bit of slipstream, but we're going to be more importantly following Danny Pedrosa's line, his braking points, everything, to try and get up to the back of him. Using him as a bit of a brake there actually, which is a bit cheeky. No damage really taken to the bike. So we've gone about half a second up in the first sector. So we're doing well for ourselves right now. Let's just carry on this momentum for the rest of the lap. Oh, we've lost out there. Alessio Spargo came back at us and we are now 4 tenths off. We lose it all in the third sector, which is really annoying. Oh, it's so frustrating. Get back underneath Alessio Spargo though, but we'll be able to make it up again in the final sector. Come on then, round the final corner, coming across the line. Are we going to have enough to throw us into a qualifying 2 position? Come on, we can do it, coming across the line. Oh, second place. We've got enough for one more lap, but that's going to do me. Return to pit. I can't see anyone else beating that time. If they do, then I am massively wrong. Right then, so we did manage to do it. Me and Danny Pedrosa into Q2, so the Honda team will be pleased with that. So let's head into qualifying 2. I didn't expect to have to spend this long in qualifying 1 to be. So we're going to be coming across the line then. We have been following Maverick Vinales around for that lap, so we should get ourselves nearer the front of this field for now, but we're going to have to improve. Oh, we go fastest. So I haven't been able to improve on my time, but it's weird that I think the qualifying 1 times were a lot quicker than that. So that's weird, and we've managed to make it through pole position with a slower time than in Q1. Very strange. At least I think it's that way if I remember. But anyway, more importantly, we got to hope it's a dry race. Although I kind of hope it's a wet race because I haven't done any dry practice around this track. So we're going to have 3 laps to learn the track again. But anyway, let's get into the race. So here we are then on the grid. We're going to get out on track, and it is dry. It is dry, so if we look down the qualifying times, we might see that Q1 runners were quicker than Q2 runners, which would be very strange if that is the case. 49.5, no, not really, but Jack Miller could have got pole position, really. But anyway, let's get into the race and see if we can do a decent job. Right then, we're on the grid. Come on, let's get ourselves a decent start. Usually, the Ducati gets a much better start than us, but let's see how we do off of the line. Try not to wheelie too much. Get a little bit of a wheelie. And here comes Dovizioso. We're going to have to brake as late as we can. Oh my god, you can see Petrucci coming under us. Got Vinales trying to come underneath us. Oh, it's all hectic here. I've not got any dry practice around here, so we're going to have to get up to speed and just fake our confidence on the bike. We go a bit deep into turn 3. Out a little bit wide, so is Marquez. Oh my god, Marquez has just wiped Vinales out. Oh no, he hasn't. Right, Marquez is getting back at Petrucci, and I've been rammed by Lorenzo there. So the AI, as crazy as I remember, or as I forgot how crazy they are. We're getting a good run through there. Oh, we slammed the back of Petrucci. Can we get underneath Petrucci and Marquez? We can. There we go. You have to be aggressive with these AI. Hold that inside line, and we run out wide. Oh, very good holding the inside line. Oh, we're on the grass there, dirt biking. Oh, that's lost us. That's cost us some time, that has. Right. If we could get up with Dovi, that would be good, but I think we're going to struggle here. Braking at the 100 metre board, and this is going to be coming onto the straight, so we need to get a really, really good exit. Pick up a slipstream, but the Ducatis are going to be so quick in a straight line. Maybe the Honda will be alright as well. I don't even know where you brake. Do you brake at 200 or 150? Oh my god, look at this coming down the hill. Oh, slam into the back of Marquez. Get away with it a little bit. Trying to go around the outside of Petrucci. Should get the inside line for the next corner. Oh, flipping it over, riding the curb. That actually got us a good exit out of there. Now going to be able to challenge Marquez coming into turn number 1. I need to remember that AI can brake much later than me. Coming to turn number 1, still braking at the 150 metre board. Coming up the inside of Marquez. Let him know that we're there. He's trying it around the outside. Oh, come on. Power down. Get a decent exit out of there. Right. Going to expect Marquez got my inside. You're just going to expect it. Here he comes. I'm trying to close the door. Close him off. It's just not going to work. We're out wide on the curb. Oh, that's cost us. Oh, Marquez got a poor exit again. And all this battling is allowing Dovizioso to escape. We've had a decent run out the tunnel. We're going to slingshot up the inside. Make sure we can bring it down to the curb. There we go, and then bring it down for the next one. Marquez is going to be nerfed out right because of that. There was no room for him. Right, we're into a solid second place. Marquez is going to come straight back at us, so I'm going to cover off the inside every single time. But maybe we can go for a move on Dovizioso. Coming into the final, well, not the final corner, into the hairpin of Marquez. Very naughty of him. Nerfs us out, and that allows him through. Let's pick up his slipstream. We're going to get him back. Come on. Brake as late as we can. Oh, Oh, he's much later on the brakes down there. The AI are very strong on the brakes on this game. I'm going to get underneath him here. There we go, block pass. I will take that. Right, we've got one lap to catch up and overtake Dovizioso. Popping a wheelie there isn't going to help. And here comes Marquez again. No, he's through on us. Oh, contact with Marquez. Oh, teammates running each other out wide. This is a classic battle with anyone with Marquez. Just trying to keep him at bay. He is not a happy bunny at all. Right then. Dovey. I wonder if we can close him down. If Marquez stays behind us, we'll be able to close him down. The tyres looking good on this Honda as well. They're perfectly fine. One more lap to go. Half a second is the gap to Dovizioso. So I'm probably going a little bit quiet now, just trying to catch up to Dovizioso. It's still about half a second, and we've got an opportunity here to really gain on Marquez in the championship. If I can just push that little bit extra and catch up to Dovizioso, it's going to be tough. He is strong, and especially with Marquez being strong behind us, we're going to have to watch out for him. He's right there. Come on. Right, we've kept it ahead of Marquez. Marquez isn't under any pressure. Where can we brake? In between the 150 and 200 meter board, and I can just see Marquez's arrow as we run deep. Oh, Marquez is through. Can we get him again at this little block pass bit? Yes, we can. Keep him at bay, bring it back down. We got him back. That was close towards the end of that race. We nearly lost the second place, but crucially, we're going to gain by a couple of points on Marquez. It's not a lot, but it's gaining. We're heading in the right direction, which is good. Like I say, it's just not enough at the minute. 3 rounds left. All it takes is Marquez to fall off, and with that battling he's showing here, with a comfortable lead in the championship, it's crazy why he's battling like that. So you can see we got on the podium. We can see pretty standard results. Where's Valentino actually? 12th place. That's not good for him. So let's see how the championship lines up. Right then, here we go. We're 60 points off of Marquez, so we're still in the running. Dovey's still in the running, but if we don't close the gap to less than 50 points in the next race, then Marquez, he's beat us in the championship. He won't have beaten Dovey yet. Well, he might if he gets his gap to more than 50 points, but we need Marquez to fall off in the next race. So that's going to do it for this race. Let's head into the second race of this episode. Right then, so we're here at Phillip Island. We're in Q1. Let's get ourselves a good base to head into Q2 and try and take pole position. We need to get the win in the next race. Well, in this race, we really need the win to give ourselves the best opportunity. Hopefully, Marquez will have a bit of a poor one, but I highly doubt. Going around the final corner then, look how much we're gaining on Franco Morbidelli. We really shouldn't be in Q1. But, I mean, look at the time we're going to set. It's going to be rapid. 2.9 seconds underneath the time we need for this session, so I'm going to finish this session here. That should be pole position from us. Indeed it is, by about 2.5 seconds. So let's get into Q2. We'll hopefully be a bit closer, but I still think Milestone have a bit of differential between their qualifying and race AI pace. Right, so going out in Q2, Dovey's only set at 28 flat, so I do think Milestone's race and quali AI pace are a bit different, so I feel like they're a bit underpowered in qualifying, and they're a lot quicker in the race, and you can tell by the lap times. So let's hopefully just get a straightforward pole position and set us up nicely for the race tomorrow. Going around the final corner there, we've been following Valentino Rossi around, so we know we're going to get a good lap. Although it's qualifying, maybe not, but where does he go? 4th, and we go first, so that should be plenty to get us into pole position. I think that was a slower lap than Q1, to be honest. Oh no, I think it was slightly quicker. But there we go, we take pole position by 1.6 seconds. So Marquez, oh, he's right there, but you know what he's like in the race, he could throw himself off. I don't know, but let's get down to the grid then. Right then, here we are on the grid. You can see we got pole position, but we're going to have Dovey and Marquez right behind us once again, as well as the Yamahas, who look a little bit stronger here at Phillip Island. But let's see what we can do here in Australia. There are 2 rounds after this one, so we need to make sure we have we're at least within 50 points of Marquez to keep our championship hopes alive. So let's go off the line. Come on, Marquez, get a poor start. Oh no, classic. He's got a brilliant start. So for once, I could safely say we managed to hold on to first place from a pole position. First time in a season, probably. But this could be our championship hopes about to fizzle out here. But maybe oh my god. Maybe Dovi and Marquez. Oh no, here comes Marquez. Marquez is ahead of Dovi. Maybe Marquez will get into a bit of a complication. I mean, Australia, Phillip Island always throws up an interesting race. So let's see then. It's only quite a short lap as well. So who knows? He could hit a curb. We could collide with him. He could collide with us. Coming down the hill then. Ooh, getting a bit wide on the AstroTurf, and Marquez is through. And I always remember this race. That is where I'm weak, and now we're back in the pack. This is not good. Made a little mistake, and Marquez is gone. No! Let's go round the final corner. Who's this Tech 3 here? Is that Siren, or is it Zarco? I imagine it's Zarco. Yeah, it looks like Zarco. It is Zarco. And now we've got to catch back up to our teammate Marquez. Oh, that mistake round the final sector really cost us a lot of time, but we're back onto the back of Marc Marquez. He's run a bit deep. Oh god, I did that on the first lap almost. Oh, look at them all coming up our inside. Come on. Oh, we're behind Dovi and the Tech 3 of Zarco. Coming on the brakes. Use the curb to help turn us in. That's a little cheat curb. It can chuck you off, but it can also suck you around the corner, which is useful. But we're right on the back of Marc Marquez again. Let's go. Let's get him. Got to snap straight back before he starts to pull away. You have to watch out for the final sector as well. Oh, here we go. Oh, can't get him around there. Coming down the hill then, you can see Zarco getting underneath us as we're running deep. And again, we've been thrown back into the pack. Wow, I can't do that last sector. No matter how much pace we have, I can't do that last sector. And Marquez has a massive lead, and I doubt Zarco's going to be able to catch back up to him, although we get a monster run around the final corner once again. Can we get around the outside of all of them? Not quite. We haven't got the room. Marquez at 26.5. You see what I mean? They got monster pace. That is like my qualifying pace. But you saw his qualifying pace at 28 something. I don't even know. But we're closing on Marquez once again. Get out of it, Zarco. He's nerfed us out wide off our line a little bit, which compromises a little bit. Right, Marquez is only 0.4 behind us, ahead of us again. Well, let's slingshot out of here, get on the brakes as late as possible. Marquez still ahead of us. We need to beat him. Come on, we need to get ahead of him, chuck him back into the pack if we're to have any chance. Oh, contact there. He's missed a little bit of a break. Not going to be afraid to rough him up. We're not going to lose anything. Let's go underneath and get out the inside. Oh, he backed out of that one cleverly. I've gone deep. And he's back through. Come on. Oh, clipping the back of him now. We're offline. Here comes Zarco once again trying to get up our inside. Marquez is looking like he's going to take the win here, which isn't good for us. That means our championship hopes will completely fizzle out as we're out wide though. That has cost us. Maybe Marquez has a penalty. I don't think he has. Oh no, we're not even going to get second place here if we're not careful. And Zarco beat us to the line, and Vinales almost beat us to the line. And Marquez. Don't know why our rider's celebrating. Marquez, that's it. That's our championship hopes over. Let's take a look. Yep, 69 points off of Marquez. That is enough for him to put us out of championship running. The only person that can beat him now is Dovizioso, and he's 5 points away from being outside of that. So a bit of a disappointing episode in the end, although good for Honda. We take over Ducati by 6 points. So that's good, and 98 points now is the gap to the Ducati team at the top, because we contributed 188 points to them. But frustration as our championship hopes have fizzled out, but we still got an episode left in this season, and then we can go for a brand new season with a team of our choice. I'm thinking Yamaha, but we'll have to wait and see. So that's going to do it for today's episode. If you did enjoy, remember to smash the like button. Smash the like button if you're excited to see MotoGP back on the channel, and make sure you do subscribe for more F1 and MotoGP content. So we'll see you in the next one.